So tonight, let's talk about 5 signs that the no contact rule is working. Hey folks, Jim Miller here, helping you find and keep the love of your life. I would ask if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, should be right over about here. I would ask you to tick the bell icon also, that way you're notified when I upload new content. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and leave a comment down below. So anyway, 5 signs that the no contact rule is working. You know, I've done a couple of videos about the no contact rule, and I've had some emails and people says, how do I know if it's working? Well, here's 5 signs that I'll tell you. And sign number 1 is that you feel better. You're starting to feel better. Better about yourself, better about your decisions that you're making. You're taking care of yourself. See, the no contact rule gives you that time to be on your own, to develop yourself without the input of your ex. You haven't been talking to your ex. You haven't been worried about saying the right thing, doing the right thing, and just being there like that. You've been able to concentrate on yourself. So the number 1 sign that the no contact rule is working is that you are feeling better about yourself. And that's major. That's probably the most important thing about the no contact rule. It's not so much to get your ex back, although it is a great tool to do that. It's about getting yourself back, okay? Sign number 1, you're feeling better. Sign number 2, your ex is changing their social media personality or behavior. And what do I mean by that? Well, we all have a certain behavior when it comes to social media. There are certain things we post, certain things maybe we don't post, certain ways that we post things, certain things that we say, and certain things maybe that we don't say. And sometimes it can be very obvious that your ex is posting things on the social media trying to get your attention, not necessarily posting things to make you jealous or anything, although that can happen too. But posting things on there, sayings or quotes, or maybe things that would mean something to you. Almost trying to get a message to you, you know, using social media. A prime example is, excuse me, when I was broken up some time back, my social media profile is just almost nothing. In fact, my Facebook account is right now, it's deactivated. I don't do Twitter, I don't do Snapchat, I don't do Instagram. Facebook is about all I ever use, and I hardly ever post anything on it. Like I said, it's been deactivated for a long time. But when my girlfriend and I were broken up, I posted things. You know, I was trying to maybe get her attention, trying to kind of show her, and you can kind of get that feel. You know your ex better than anybody else does, okay? So the fact that maybe they're posting some things, trying to get your attention, trying to reel you in a little bit, this is a good sign. This is a positive sign that the no contact rule is working. Sign number 3 that the no contact rule is working. Your ex maybe accidentally runs into you someplace where she wouldn't normally be, or he wouldn't normally be, or maybe you hear about them going to a place that was kind of a place that you would normally go, and they might not, but you hear about them being there. Maybe your friends are telling you this or something like that. Hey, I saw so-and-so at the club or whatever. Almost like they're accidentally trying to run into you, you know. This is something, if they start showing up in places where you would normally be, that's a sign that the no contact rule is definitely working. They're probably wondering how you're doing. They miss you because they haven't been in contact for quite some time. This is a very positive sign. Sign number 4, your ex has maybe contacted your friends or maybe even family member, you know. They're asking about you. They're asking about you in a positive light, or maybe they're talking to your friends and or family in a way that they know that the message will get back to you. You know, oh, I saw so-and-so and she was saying, or he was saying, you know, all these nice things or whatnot like that. They were asking about you. They were curious about what you got going on. How's your job going? How's this going? They asked if you were dating anybody. That's a big one. You know, if your ex is asking your friends, are you dating anybody? They're thinking about you. They're used to having you in your life, and all of a sudden you're not in their life anymore. And you know you're in no contact. They haven't heard from you. They haven't talked to you. You haven't liked their posts and things like that. All of a sudden they're wondering how you're doing. You know, maybe he wasn't. Maybe she wasn't so hung up on me. Maybe they weren't so damn desperate. You know, this is the kind of things that are going to be going through their mind, and they're going to want to know. The best way to find that out is to talk to your friends and family. So anyway, that's a definite sign that your ex, that no contact is working. If your ex is contacting friends and family and asking about you a lot, this will get back to you. Trust me. I mean, My girlfriend lived, when we were apart, she lived many miles from me, but I still heard this kind of stuff coming back to me from time to time. She probably heard it about me as well, though, so let's just be honest. Sign number 5 that no contact is working. Your ex will find reasons to contact you. They will contact you first. They will find reasons. They will invent reasons to contact you. They will come up with things. They'll ask you questions that they don't really need to ask you. I can recall this in my personal situation. I've mentioned this before. My, at the time, ex had sent me a text and said, "Would you mind taking a look at my taxes?" I have done taxes. I'm pretty good with that. And I had helped her do her taxes for a number of years. And "Would you help me do my taxes?" She didn't need me to look at her taxes, things like that. My car's making a noise. Or if it's a guy, he might contact you about, "Hey, I got to buy a present for my my niece or something like that. Could you help me pick something out?" So they will find reasons to contact you, or they will invent reasons to contact, or they'll just contact you. If they're contacting you during no contact, you know that no contact is working. Now, a warning here, some of these signs may not mean a thing realistically, and there is no guarantee. Just because your ex is interested and no contact is working doesn't necessarily mean they're going to come back and happily ever after in a white picket fence and 2.5 kids. It doesn't mean all of that, but it is something to work on. And if you're working on yourself, developing yourself into a better person, these are very positive signs. If there's more than one of these signs that are going on, then that increases the likelihood that this will come back together and it will work out. Again, you've got to take care of some things yourself. You've got to make sure that you're developed yourself, that you've made some changes in your life, whether your ex changed or not. You need to make changes. Again, I say this all the time. Self-improvement is never a waste of time. I mean, if you work on yourself and you develop yourself, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously you want your ex back. You wouldn't be watching this if you didn't. But it doesn't matter, because you're a better person. You create a better environment that you can attract your ex back. And if not your ex, someone even better. So those are the 5 signs that the no contact rule is working. Anyway, folks, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and to write a better love story. A couple of things. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? There's something you want me to talk about. There's a question you have. Leave it down below. Also in the description, a couple of free ebooks I give away and a book that I recommend all the time, How to Be an Adult by David Richo. They have it on Amazon. There's a link to it down there. It's a great book. I read it myself. At 59 years old, I read it several times a year now, and I've read it probably 10, 15 times. It's just a great book. It's really helped me more than anything else with relationships. It'll help you to understand some of that and to grow up and be an adult, how to be an adult. Also, a couple of free ebooks, like I say, down there. Click on the links there and grab those. And a little bit of news. I am going to be starting a blog, abetterlovestory.com. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm going to be working on it, and I will notify you when I do and get you to sign up for that. Hopefully I'll have a lot of good content there. A lot of these videos will be written articles, and we'll go from there. So anyway, folks, again, Jim Miller, hope you have a great night. Thank you.